We all have some things that we dream of buying, so we work hard and save money to acquire these things. But what about those people whose wealth is overflowing? What do the rich buy with all their money just floating around? Well, in today's video, we will be uncovering the items only the rich can acquire. Here are the top 12 most expensive things you can ever purchase. Number 12. Shoes. You might be surprised to find that the world's most expensive pair of shoes belong to a guy, and that man is Nick Cannon, formerly known as Mariah Carey's husband. Women are stereotypically known for spending entirely too much money on shoes. You may have noticed his sneakers because he wore them on America's Got Talent. Even though they are just as spectacular as you'd anticipate, how much can a pair of shoes truly cost? The answer is $2 million, which is more money for a couple of shoes than most of us could ever hope to win the lottery. At least something related to rich diamonds, 14,000 of them to be precise, is what makes them so valuable. 14,000 full-cut round white diamonds, a phrase I am not unfortunate enough to fully comprehend. Amount to 340 carats, or if you are lucky, 20 times more carats than your engagement ring. If you're curious, these are Tom Ford's shoes. Although it probably doesn't matter what they are because despite the diamonds, most of us definitely don't belong in that world. Number 11. Yachts. In fact, mega yachts days are the genuine indicator of the super wealthy rather than enormous residences. So if you're truly going to show off your wealth, you need the priciest one. The Eclipse is what it's called, worth almost $1.5 billion. It's a 536-foot-long piece of floating luxury. And given how militaristic it is, they must know something we don't. It has 2 helipads, 3 launch boats, a submersible or tiny submarine, a missile defense system made in Germany, and 3 launch boats. The ship has 24 guest cabins, so there may be plenty of photographers trying to take pictures of the famous and wealthy guests. It also has laser defense against them. Instead of the missile defense, they will undoubtedly be on board for the yacht's upscale amenities like the restaurant, hair salon, 2 swimming pools, movie, and disco. Number 10. Bugatti. Everyone is aware that Bugatti is a sign of wealth. Still, everything pricey strives to surpass itself to become the most expensive thing. Bugatti has achieved this with its new hypercar, the Love Watcher Noah, which recently sold for $18.7 million, making it the most expensive new car ever. So, what makes it exactly unique? Well, for one thing, it resembles the world's best Batmobile. In fact, when you look at it, you can practically hear Bruce Wayne swiping his credit card. It may also serve as a Batmobile because there's only one in existence, and there will never be. But that's not enough to justify the price. So it has every feature a hypercar fan could ask for. It sports a carbon fiber body, an 8-liter, 16-cylinder quad-turbo engine, and 6 exhaust pipes. It has a top speed of 261 km per hour and can accelerate from 0 to 60 in just 2.5 seconds. What is there to ask for? Number 9. Hotel room. If you're under the impression that you couldn't rent this kind of luxury because you couldn't afford to buy it, we're about to smash your dreams. You are mistaken. The most expensive hotel room in the world will cost you $100,000 a night, and you must stay for 2 nights. No human being can empathize with the guests in this suite, hence the name Empathy Suite. It was created by contentious modern artist Damien Hirst and serves as a museum for his artwork. But at that price, art can't be the only perk. You also get a driver, a playroom, massage chairs, a gym, a special escorted tour of the suite's artworks, and a $10,000 credit to use at the casino. Fortunately, you might not have to pay for it alone because it can accommodate 52 people over its 2 stories, including a 13-seat bar. Despite this, it only has 2 bedrooms, and even when 52 people share it, the price is still too high for us. Number 8. Private island. The accurate indicator of wealth is whether or not a person owns a remote island, and wealthy people love the Bahamas, of course. So if you want to demonstrate to everyone how rich you really are, go buy a private island. The largest private island in the Bahamas, Blue Island, is probably something you should purchase. Of course, it includes everything you could possibly need for a lavish island vacation. You get the 3 miles of white sand beaches with crystal blue waters, the enormous beach house style mansion that gives you a view of the ocean over the tops of the trees, the guest house, the swimming pool, and the traditional private jet with an adjacent landing strip that juts out into the water. You've probably calculated that the total cost will be around $95 million, which is too much luxury for you and me. Number 7. Mansion. Okay, so perhaps an entire island is not what you desire. You simply want a house where you can display your money in full view of everyone. The most expensive mansion is in America, specifically Bel Air in Los Angeles, the city of the rich and famous. A jaw-dropping $250 million was apparently being asked for in this property at 924 Bel Air Road. That's right, you could have purchased 3 of those islands at the same price as this property. I will admit that it is beautiful, but also incredibly luxurious, equipped with a helicopter incapable of flying. Sadly, I've never had enough money to justify why someone would desire that. It also has a cinema theater, an area with candy dispensers, an 85-foot infinity pool, wine cellars, and 5 bars. But that may be too much. I can understand why it is necessary though. Number 6. SUV. Even though we can't buy their SUVs, ordinary people shouldn't be admiring the homes and mega yachts these millionaires own. The Carlman King is the priciest SUV available, with a suggested retail price of an astounding $2 million. This makes it all the more intriguing since it's actually based on a Ford F-550. Aside from the fact that it is armored and bulletproof, they aim to sell for anywhere between $1.9 million and at the base model at $3.5 million for a version with the bells and whistles. Additionally, it includes typical luxuries like recliners, a coffee machine, champagne flutes, and a big TV. This car has a better lounge than your actual living room at home. Of course, you can spend more on extras like personalized upholstery and gold trim, but cars come equipped with coffee makers as standard. Gold might not make much of a difference, in my opinion. Number 5. RV. So, what happens if you're a billionaire but still want to take a road trip? You didn't work so hard to earn all that money to be forced to spend it in a crammed RV with a 1-inch sponge mattress and no wine fridge, but you still miss traveling. As always, there is a solution, but it will cost you. Introducing the Elysium Furrion, which is practically a mansion on wheels and costs a staggering $2.5 million. It has a high-tech kitchen that is completely furnished, complete with a double-door refrigerator/freezer, an oven convection, microwave, dishwasher, and an essential wine fridge for all of your favorite vintages. Of course, there are 3 75-inch televisions in addition to the 2 refrigerators in this draw. Additionally, it has a rooftop, a jacuzzi, water-saving bathroom, fireplace, which is more luxurious than you might reasonably expect from a car, and a 2-person unassuming helicopter. Number 4. Haircut. Haircuts are necessary for everyone. Some individuals believe they don't need it or can handle it just fine on their own, but we all occasionally need it. The rest is up to you, including how much you spend and how frequently you go. Usually every 3 months or once a year. But how much have you ever paid for a haircut? $50? It still doesn't happen as frequently or in the same quantity as Floyd Mayweather. He spends at least $1,000 on each haircut, but that's only half of the absurd tale. He forks out that much money even though he has no hair. Each week, he gets 2 or 3 of those $1,000 haircuts for a total of more than 1. Have you ever actually spent $3,000 each week on your hair? Oh no, I didn't believe that. Not even hair care products are included in those thousands, which you presumably don't really care about. Number 3. Submarine. So, since how you're a millionaire, you've decided that jet skiing is your ideal activity, but in reality, what you need is a submarine. So that in case of emergency, you can escape from your evil den via the moat, the Sea Breacher, which has even been expertly disguised, is a vehicle that can now achieve both of those things. As a result, any attackers who try to breach your stronghold will believe that a shark or killer whale is in your moat. If you think that's all you could ask for, wait. It seats 2 people, allowing you to bring your butler along, and it moves so quickly. It can jump 12 feet into the air and travel 12 feet above the water at 50 and 25 miles per hour respectively. And additionally, for $80,000, you can get a stereo with an iPod port, a snorkel-mounted camera that streams live video to you, GPS navigation, and even more. Moving on to number 2, we have ice cream. Indeed, this is another item that you would never imagine being out of your financial range. It can't be worth that much, right? Even though it is a sundae. Unless it's this $1,000 sundae. We all want to know what's in things, so I'll tell you what's in it. 3 scoops of Tahitian vanilla ice cream made with vanilla imported from Madagascar, covered in 23-karat gold leaf, topped with almonds, imported chocolate from Tuscany, imported candied fruit from Paris, and caviar, which is probably only there because it's expensive, unless your taste buds change when you become wealthy, and you start to like seafood with your ice cream. The entire meal is presented in a 350 baccarat crystal goblet lined with more gold and topped with an 8-hour made sugar orchid. Even if it isn't covered in more gold than we'll ever see, at least we can be confident that ice cream is still available to ordinary people. However, even if you have so much cash on hand, you feel like $1,000 isn't enough for some ice cream. Finally, number 1, burger. How about $5,000 for a hamburger? Let's go a little further. This burger's contents appear to be a menu of opulent ingredients. The most crucial component is the patty, which is made of Wagyu beef, one of the priciest and most sought after cuts of meat you can purchase, and is topped with foie gras that has been seared in black truffle shavings. It also comes with a side of fries because everyone enjoys them, regardless of wealth. A bottle of 1995 Chateau Bitrus from Bordeaux, France, one of the most valued and expensive wines on earth, plus significant portions of the cost of the burger are included in the opulent dinner. Shamefully, most of us will never get to sample it. And that completes our list for today's video. I hope you didn't get too sad about it. Who knows, you might be able to afford one of these items on our list, provided you become a millionaire or a billionaire. Just kidding. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you in the following video.